All right, let the vlogging test begin. So this is kind of like hallway light. I've got it set at f4, so whatever it just does at f4 is what it does. So I don't have the stabilization turned on, so I think we'll have to run it through Catalyst, but we're gonna go outside. All right, so now I'm officially a painter. Yeah, see that little black section right there? Yeah, that's me. I did that. Famous. Yeah, that's right. You can hire me for events. Yeah, do it. All right, more walking around. Okay, it is definitely different. There's the sign, Kando. There's a sign. It's definitely different with a 24 mil, but on a full frame with the active, actually it's not too bad. You know, I tried a 20 yesterday. 20's better, for sure, but the 20 fixed 1.8 was just so limiting. It was great for vlogging, but this 24 to 105, yeah, no, that's doable. 100% that's doable. All right, let's go walk around. There's so much to take pictures of and do stuff with. So I'm gonna go get a coffee and we'll go do some video. Okay, so I'm back in the room. I've been shooting tons of stuff with this A7CR. The one thing I have to remember is that the files on this thing are pretty big, especially 61 megapixel photos. But yeah, it's a beast of a camera. I'm having a very good time shooting with it. Again, shooting with the 24 to 105 f4. And I gotta go dump some photos and I'm gonna go take some more shots. You guys have seen some video and the photos will come up in a future video when I get home, because the photos, I think, unless you follow me on Instagram, so you'll see some of them there. The photos, I kind of want to do a little bit more of a deep dive into it. So that video will be coming up soon. Anyways, I'm gonna dump my memory card and go out and do some more shooting.
Twisted games and tricks all tangled up and wasted.
All right, so there's just so much to shoot. So A7CR. I'm having a blast, but the big thing is, just have to really emphasize it, the files are large. So even if you're shooting like a whole bunch of photos and you don't have a super fast card, and then you want to switch over to video, which is what I'm learning, the camera is still writing to the card because there's just so much information being written. But, you know, first world problems, I guess. Anyways, I gotta go find something to drink because it's pretty warm out and I'm hot. Yeah, hot. All right, guys. I'll see if there's more to see. I'm sure there is. I'll find it if there's out there. If it's out there.
I did it to myself. I did it to myself.
Okay, so it's almost 2 o'clock on the Tuesday, and I've been able to shoot since like 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning till now with the new A7CR, and I love this little camera. I really do love it. It's really like a baby A7R5. Yes, I think. All the Sony names. It takes me a while to get used to. Anyways, 4K is really good. The one thing that you have to kind of get used to, at least for me, is I don't have a camera that shoots 61 megapixels. So if you are like blasting a bunch of photos, which I've been doing, two things. They'll fill up your memory card pretty fast, for sure. So you want to make sure that you have a pretty high capacity card. Secondly, you want to make sure that you have a card that's quite fast, because what I've noticed, especially for me, is I would shoot something like, and I'd shoot like 4 or 5 photos, and then I'd switch it to go to video right away so I could shoot video of it, and it would come up and be like, hold on, buffering, emptying, writing to the card. It's gonna take a minute, not a minute, but it would be like anywhere from 20 seconds to 35. I think 38 seconds was the most I ever saw. So something that you had to put in your head. Now I could of course just end up buying faster cards, for sure. That's definitely an option, and probably if I had this camera would be an option that I would probably choose. The 24 to 105 on this, for me at least, great like focal range distance. 24 mil, I can still vlog on it for sure, and you get that nice reach of 105. So I think this combination, again for me, really good. Now if you're someone that is deep into you know, really shallow depth of field, you're gonna want something definitely like an f2.8, an f1.8 or more, right? So that you can get that. But like last night I did shoot with a ZV-E1 with a 20 mil 1.8, and you could get really nice, like really shallow depth of field, which was super good. Really the only thing that this camera doesn't have on it, and I don't think it's really that important, is 8K, right? So I am playing with the, again, A7R5, which does shoot 8K, and tomorrow that video will be coming out because I will be shooting the rest of the day with that camera in 8K. So it'll be interesting to see, number one, how easy it is to handle on my computer. Number two is how big the files are. And I think number three is how much of a difference do you and I notice between 4K and 8K. Now again, I think the big bonus for 8K is that ability to crop in if you need to, right? And that's also like a really big, I think, reason for a lot of us, if we're shooting 61 megapixels with a photo, is we can crop in an incredible amount. I took a picture of an owl, and there were tons of people around, and someone was holding it, and the owl looked like dead at me. But I got a wide shot because I couldn't quite get close enough. But at 61 megapixels, I could crop almost right into the owl's face and still have, you know, 15, 20 megapixels of resolution. So like, that's awesome. And because the, you know, the eye tracking, the focus is so precise, once I saw that little square kind of hit on the eye, you trust it. You knew it was locked on, and I don't think I got any photos that it wasn't like tack sharp on the eye. And it was, you know, I think there was a falcon and an owl, and Yeah, it was pretty good, pretty good. I think if you're looking at some of the Sony cameras, the new A7C II and the A7CR, which is this one, if you don't need the 61 megapixels, it's nice to have, but if you don't need it, the 2 is going to give you pretty much, as far as I know, the same kind of performance that this does, especially in the video mode. And you get I think it's 33 megapixels, which again is lots. But if you are a photographer, and I don't think there's a huge amount of price difference between the 2 and the R, I think the R is, like for me, I would probably look at the R because it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet for sure. All right, guys, I gotta prepare to take this back because Sony wants it back, and I'm gonna go take the A7R5 and shoot the rest of the trip with it. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow's video. Later.